Okay, students. So let us start with today's chapter. A very good morning to all of you. So we will start with the today's chapter for class 7, that is civics, from chapter 3, how the state government works. So basically we already know that there are three types of government at three levels: local, state, national. Isn't it? Isn't it, children? Yes, basically we know who are the local government. Can anyone tell me who are the local government? When I tell about local government, what do you mean about local government? So basically, local government, I am repeating once again. Basically, we already have read, but still I am repeating. So local government is the government where the village panchayats, the district government. These are all local governments. The panchayat government. These are all fall under the local government. Understood? Now, state government. We already know who is the state government. Who represents the state government? I said who represent the state government, basically, children. Who represent the state government? The chief minister. Basically, the chief minister. And the national government is the government which looks after the nation, which looks all the states, which is the central government we called upon. And state government looks upon the particular state. It is a government of the particular state. Now, today we will stress upon the state government. So first of all, in order to understand state government, we need to understand who is an MLA first. So, who is an MLA? So, the full form of MLA, first of all, we will come to know that MLA full form is Member of Legislative Assembly. Now, before I explain you what is the member of Legislative Assembly is or MLA is, first I want everyone you to look at the screen. This is the picture or the map of Himachal Pradesh. You all know that our India, based on the Legislative Assembly, each and every state is divided into constituencies, isn't it? I've all discussed it before also. Okay, so each and every state is divided into constituencies. Now, what is constituencies? Now, constituencies are the sections inside that states. For example, see, this is the map of Himachal Pradesh. Can you all see the map? This is the map of Himachal Pradesh. So this is the Himachal Pradesh map, and you can see inside the Himachal Pradesh small 68 constituencies are there. And from each constituency, remember, 68 constituency are there. From each constituency, one representative is chosen who will represent the parliament. Now he becomes the MLA, the member of the Legislative Assembly. Now before that, what is constituency? Again, let us read what is constituency. Every state is divided into small areas called constituencies, which is a specified area covering one or more districts. So it covers one or more districts. Inside the states, small divisions are there, which is known as basically small areas are there, which basically is known as constituencies, which is a specified area covering one or more districts. Now, each such constituencies has an elected representative. Understood? So each constituencies has an elected representative who is a member of the Legislative Assembly, and that MLA or the member of Legislative Assembly represents the Parliament. Understood? Understood? Followed? Yes. Now, here you can note the point that the state legislative assembly consists of not more than 500 members and not less than 60. So more, it's not more than 500 members are there in state legislative assembly. It's less than 500 but more than 60. Okay, okay. Now, so this is constituency. This see, state is divided into small areas, and small areas is divided on which is known as constituencies. And from each constituency is each constituency member of legislative assembly is chosen. And you can see in the Himachal, therefore in Himachal Pradesh 68 constituencies are there. Why? 68 small areas are divided, and from 68, from each area one MLA is chosen. Followed, I need not to say that. Same thing for each and every state, for even our West Bengal also. Clear? Clear? Any doubt? Now you can tell me, ma'am, then how can we choose MLA? Can you all tell me here? What can you see? How do we choose MLA? What do you think? Yes, here you can see the picture of voter card. That means what? We can choose our member of legislative assembly or MPs or by the process of election. Very good. Now, next, see, these members of a legislative assembly, that is MLA, they are elected by the people by the process of voting. Now, after the MLA is chosen, the legislative in the legislative assembly, the MLA, the MLA inside the legislative assembly chooses the minister. Now, before that, I said legislative assembly. Now, what is legislative assembly first of all? Here in the legislative assembly, it is basically the parliament assembly where all the important decisions, important choosing of the ministers and decision making is taken. And it is an, basically legislative assembly is a, important part of executive and even executive and judiciary. Understood? Important part of legislative, executive, and judiciary. Okay, all the three works are carried out in the legislative assembly. Okay, that is in the parliament. Now, in the legislative assembly, the MLA chooses the minister. They have the power, they choose their minister. And what about the chief minister then? Who represents? Who represents the state government, isn't it? Who represents the state government? Yes, the chief minister, the power to choose the chief minister is in the hands of the governor, because the governor and the governor is the part of the executive in the legislative assembly. So governor, no one can choose the governor. Governor is chosen already. Okay. So it's a part of the executive. The MLAs cannot choose governor, but the MLAs can choose the minister, and the governor can choose the chief minister of that state. Followed? Followed? Any doubt till here, children? Okay. So I'm moving on to the next slide. Now, see, inside the legislative assembly, we can understand the following terms: majority, ruling party, and opposition party. So let us discuss about these terms. Okay, we will concentrate inside the legislative assembly. Three types of parties are there: majority party, ruling party, opposition party. Okay, majority or ruling party. Okay, both are same. Okay, now, so let us talk about here first. The political party that has majority is called the ruling party, and all other members are called opposition. See, from each constituency, that party which has gained maximum number of votes in an election, that party becomes the ruling party. Okay. and the other members who got less number of votes, they become the opposition party. Understood? Understood? Yes. Now, so basically